going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Keeping it on the ground here. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going, what we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today, we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
First down and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on second down. And this pass is on target. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
And the Sooners are going to keep this drive rolling. Looking to throw again. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. What's cool about the battle for the golden hat is that it's a wearable trophy. You see the winning side there when grab that hat, Kirk, and they take a picture that lasts a lifetime.
And Chris, think about it over the years. All the different folks that have been able to have a chance to put that hat on. Charlie Strong, of course, when Texas had a big one. Baker Mayfield, Vince Young. I mean, it goes back and forth. And you're right, today, whoever wins this game, they're going to be quick to get that hat on.
They'll run it here. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4.
Boy, those counter plays are tough on a defense. The defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts that the offense comes back with a counter play. If you're not sound with your gap integrity, you can give up a big play.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. And read out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. On the move now. Just trying to get rid of it. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Off play action, he's looking to throw.
Moves out of the pocket.
Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that home play.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
The Sooners line it up with 1st and goal. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's running out of time here. And it's a throwaway. It's a good call down here in the red zone on 1st down.
I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there, and if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
No gain makes it 2nd down and goal from the 5. Second down, looking to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Now here comes the bunch formation. On the run, it's Simon. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. Caught behind the line. It's Butler. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 20. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to move it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Handoff from the shotgun.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. When anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Now he's forced out by the defense short of the line of scrimmage. Loss on the play.
Now, this quarterback's a threat with his legs, but this defense has clearly done their homework. They're not fooled at all. Good job of pushing him out of bounds for a short loss.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Good time here to drop this screen into the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. The pass rush closing in. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty mark. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on 4th and very long. Looking to throw here. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Hoping for another chapter in this tremendous rivalry, Kirk. They've been playing since 1900.
Yeah, that's really what makes college football what it is. And I think all the concern with the realignment was we would potentially lose games like this. It's great to see Texas and OU still be playing for many years to come.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Grab behind the line, it's Butler. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between a quarterback and a receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Receiver in motion now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He escapes the pocket. Escapes the pocket. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. Longhorns will come to the line on 4th down looking to convert. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. Makes it look easy.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Ball handed off. First down, looking for more now. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The sure hands. It's Young. That's a nice gain to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. Let's check out the quarterback comparison here through the first quarter. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. On the ground, it's Young. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Defense is coming after him. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches a 38. First down from there.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
And the Sooners with 1st and 10 here. Running out of time in the pocket. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
2nd down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. On the move now. On the run here. Let's it go.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Looking deep downfield to the left. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's looking deep down the middle. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a 1st down.
How about this play by the quarterback, putting his body on the line here? But that's the kind of thing that endears you to the fans, the staff, and more importantly, to his teammates. At the end of the day, the quarterback doesn't want to look back on the game and say, I could have done more.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening them. The Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, almost intercepted. Big guy would love to have that one back. Couldn't quite hold on.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity when dropping that interception.
Head coach keeps the punt team on the sidelines for 4th down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Moves out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. What a catch!
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. Caught in the backfield. It's Butler. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. He's hit right as he throws it. Not complete.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Looking to throw it again. Caught quickly. He's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught by the receiver. Oh, they stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. Drive gets underway, backed up at the 8-yard line. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Now it's 2nd down here. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard by this aggressive chance by this offense and good position to take that throw away.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Putting together a nice drive now. It'll be first down close to midfield. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. And looking to throw now on first down. Pressure is coming. Catch made in space. Look out. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
That one straight down the middle. That will tie things up as we head toward halftime.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Fielded just inside the 25. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it off to begin the second half. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it second and medium. That's caught. It's Williamson. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. An important third down attempt for this offense. Can he make it to the marker? Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Breaking free at the 35. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they jump on top here in the second half.
Chris, not shocked at all that they threw this football to this receiver, especially on fourth down. They needed a play. He delivers, but instead of doing it downfield, he shows you what he can do after the catch to get it into the end zone.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. And the Sooners looking to run some tempo here.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Bringing pressure. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. I'd rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And the pass is incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Play fake, looking to throw. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback. Recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that 1st down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He'll throw it now. And the ball is hauled in. He stopped it at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. The quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's picked off in the end zone. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Wow, what a play by this safety. Sometimes you'll see teams around the country not willing to play much cover 2 because they're concerned about the safety and coverage. But in this case, man, he played it perfectly, read the football, and made the interception.
Okay, the Texas offense goes back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. The back's got it. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9. Longhorns come to the line in a hurry-up.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Grant behind the line. It's Williamson. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. And now from the pistol formation. Heavy blitz look here, pre-snap. Handoff heading left. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. No fair catch. He feels the punt, and the returner is brought down. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result you could hope for. Because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
Takes a hit just as he lets it fly. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. They make the tackle, but that plane moves it inside the red zone.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs, they can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here, they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. To throw, it's Hawkins. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The Sooners will line up now. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. And the Sooners come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Defense calls their 3rd and final timeout at the half now. They'll try to punch it in again. 3rd and goal at the 1. They try to sneak it for the first. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Sooners.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown. He shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
2nd down after that previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The Longhorns pick up enough yardage for a 1st down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Let's see how this 4th quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the defense smothers in for no gain. Longhorns looking to use the up-tempo offense here. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Clark. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. The Longhorns starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Clark. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Williamson. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
So an important 3rd down play coming up. A field goal try here will be from 60. Defense showing blitz here. Third down, out of the shotgun. Caught near the sticks. It's Clark. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Handoff here from the shotgun. Running up the middle, but stopped for no gain.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Getting set. Here's second down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Third down. They don't gain anything from here. It's a 51-yard field goal try. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's going to take off here. Make the stop, but that moves the football to the 16. It'll be first down. So the clock has stopped, and you've reached the last 2 minutes here. Defense cannot get this offense to fourth down. Offense continues the long drive. He's going to hand this off. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Hawkins. He flips it to the back across the middle. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. With the catch, it's Washington. The junior brought down after making a great catch.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
First down, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. Using his legs on the scramble. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The quarterback takes it in himself.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down one now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the return man brought down. It's decent yardage on that return. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
We'll see what the play call is as the offense begins its final drive. Makes the grab. It's Williamson. Second effort. Their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Clark. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Here's the 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Grab behind the line. It's Clark. It was a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Here comes our first play of overtime. There's the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Back to throw. It's Hawkins. Defense is coming after him. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So here comes a crucial 3rd and short. This offense does not want to have to settle for a field goal attempt here in overtime. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Running out of time in the pocket. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up 1st down at the 15.
Defense does a good job at taking away the short routes and anything that might be close to the 1st down marker. The problem is they didn't account for the quarterback's legs. He pulls it down and picks up a 1st down.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, Chris, this drive looked outstanding until they got into the red zone. Seems like the wheels have come off. 3rd down and long makes it very tough to execute in the red zone. Now let's see what they come up with here on this 4th down play.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Pressure is coming. And the defense closes in quickly to stop him short of the goal line.
Yeah, this is what makes this quarterback so hard to defend. Of course, you want to take away his throwing game, take away his receivers, but then he uses his legs to pick up a 1st down. This defense is going to have to make some adjustments. Be aware of him scrambling for big yards.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Ball carrier tackled there. Second and goal for the offense. Into the end zone to take the lead here in O2.
What a tough matchup for this defense down inside the 5-yard line against a big tight end. You're so worried about a slant or maybe a fade to the receivers, and instead they go to the big man and he makes you pay.
And the PAT is good. Pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He escapes the pocket. It's intercepted. A crucial overtime mistake. Could take it all the way. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a hit. Sets up the offense in great position. That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.